Hello again, it's Monday. Welcome to TheRoughCuts. My name is Arlen, and this is my review of Woody Allen's Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex, But Were Afraid to Ask. Like one or two times before, my good camera is in use at the moment, and so I'm coming to you from this iSight webcam. Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex, But Were Afraid to Ask was released in 1972, which was 5 years before Annie Hall, so Woody Allen had not yet really reached his heyday. Everything You Always Want to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask was based on a book named Everything You Always Want to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask, written in 1968 or 69 by a doctor. And it's kind of a fascinating book because it's kind of a sex self-help book, but it's really of its time, and while it was a big part of the sexual liberation movement, it also states that homosexuality is a perversion, and that all lesbians are prostitutes, and all prostitutes are lesbians. The film is very loosely based on that, and it's a series of 7, I think, wild and zany sketches, as opposed to one coherent narrative. While the sexual politics of the film maybe don't quite hold up, it's still a very funny movie, and I laughed out loud more than once watching it. And I want to stress that I was sitting at home in my own room by myself watching this movie. As with all sketch movies, there were a couple of sketches that just didn't really work for me, but the majority of them really did, and I really enjoyed this movie a lot more than I would have expected to like it. I'm a big fan of Woody Allen, and unlike most Woody Allen fans, I was born in 1993, so I kind of grew up with the quote-unquote bad Woody Allen movies. And I even enjoy movies like The Curse of the Jade Scorpion and Cassandra's Dream and You Will Meet a Tall Dark Stranger, movies that are considered very minor Woody Allen films. But I really like his style and his tone, and I'm kind of an auteur theory fetishist, in the sense that I just don't really believe good directors can make bad movies, and I think every movie can be good if you look at it from the right perspective. But that whole speech has nothing at all to do with this review of Everything You Always Want to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask, which I give a rating of 7 out of 10, and I'll see you next week with my real camera and reviewing something else.